Good evening. My name is Violetta. I'm a psychic from Canada. I'm going to answer questions that my son will choose for me. I have no idea which ones he choose to ask me, but I will be glad to answer. In order to be truthful, I can't really know the questions, so that's the tricky part. Because if I will start working on them in my conscious mind, then everything will go through the window. I'm cleansing the cards in case I will need them. I'm going to shuffle the cards. Okay, cut the cards, please. My son wants me to do the reading about Trump, just a few cards, and it will be about the next year. That will be the message from the cards. Now take 3 cards for the present. And it will be about Trump. Okay, and 9 for the future. The message from the cards is the Empresses. Pay more attention to your wife or mother of your child. That's for Trump. He's thinking about celebrating life, probably the party in Mar-a-Lago and he's upset that someone left, so he is upset about the party in Mar-a-Lago that he was not able to go to, but he has to start a new adventure. And that's on his mind. He will be feeling like he is control, and he don't like that. Lovers. There will be more information about his love life. He needs to lean on the party. He will be focused of taking more. He wouldn't be able to do everything on his own, so he has to be controlled by the party. He will need to lean on them for the support. 2 ladies, Queen of Work and Queen of Love, will be between him, and he will be skipping some work. So one probably is Melania, another Queen of Love and Queen of Work. Which one is the Hope? I think Hope Hicks is the Queen of Love right now, and Melania is doing just for work that. He will be looking for some new adventure, some new traveling, going to the world, and eventually he will have to look at the world from different point of view. They will be working on him. It's not bad, actually. It looks like he will have not the worst year. He will be working. Eventually they will be able to control him. The lovers, that might be the information about the girl who is that he paid $130,000. But no, this year is not going to be too bad on Trump. Okay?
Okay.
Do you want to ask any questions?
Sure.
Ask question first and then pull 3 cards.
What will Trump screw up next?
Every day something. He needs to pull his goals really up, crying over broken relationships, going with his well, that's not bad. So breaking up with some people and being on his own, and he will have to use his intuition how to get out of it. the vision that I had, it's he wants to achieve so much and nothing is working for him. It's like empty promises on top of each of empty promises. The monument of empty promises. So he's so used to it. Okay.
Will he get in trouble for money laundering?
Oh.
Two angels.
Yeah, he will be protected. He will not get as bad as he's supposed to. I saw a big ring. He will be connected to that. I don't think they will be able to prove too much on him. There will be something that he will get away with because Angel of Love and Angel of Work will be watching over him. He has so many people who will be protecting him.
You mentioned that
I saw the big ring like for the prison, to put someone long time ago in the castle. They were putting them through the ring and they were not able to get out and they were on chains. So that ring is waiting, but I don't know if this year he will be punished yet. So it might take him more than 1 year.
will he be punished
Eventually?
eventually for some sort of illicit scam against America?
Okay. I saw ring over here. Engagement ring on this finger over here. So the finger pointing will be there. They will have some connection, some engagements. Hard to say if he wouldn't be really punished for that. He probably will say it's not real because it's not here. Engagement ring is supposed to be here, so he will be waving his tail through this.
What did the cards say?
They will find that he was in connection. King of Swords, that will be a lawyer, but they will think about making some decisions. He will get away. He will be. They will be postponing to make the decision to punish him. Queen of Swords. If it will be a King of Swords, I will believe more that he will be punished. Queen of Swords is more legal, but not really as strong as other people might be punished, but I think he will be.
Left that card. Let's see what is that card?
Two cards. Hard work and nice surprise. So Miller will be working so hard and some surprises, but
How do you know it's Mueller and not Trump?
I have that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Who was Donald Trump in his past life? This question's from Queenie Biscuits.
He was very lonely. I see a farm, ships around it, some were far, far away, and he's extremely lonely. A hole in the ground, so he was somewhere that there was no one coming close to even to see him. I don't know. It's like a donut in the ground, and he's inside, and the ships are walking around him. So nothing that he is right now. Maybe he had a lot of ships, but nothing be over that.
Sounds like a lighthouse worker or something.
I don't know who he was, but it looks like he didn't have too much contact with real life. So he was creating his own imaginary life.
He got good at that. What is Trump most afraid of?
Oh, he is afraid of news coming out of Volcano. So he thinks that there will be some news coming and he has to deal with it. He is afraid that something will come out, or maybe if Volcano, it might be that people will rebel against him. Because it's like volcano and the words are coming out of the volcano sign. So
words are coming out
of the volcano.
So there will be a lunar eclipse this month. This one's from Michelle Hurtado. There will be a lunar eclipse this month. The super blue blood moon on January 31st, 2018. How will this celestial event affect Trump?
Mentally, he wouldn't even pay any attention. But I think it will affect people because there will be more spiritual people rebelling. But mentally, I don't think he will have any connection with it.
So, Lisa Velazquez, does this month's super blue blood moon eclipse mark any specific world event to come?
There will be more, a little bit more again with Korea, North Korea. There will be some attention towards that.
What did you see?
I see planes going from North Korea, so something related to North Korea. But I think that the world will have to accept North Korea as a nuclear power, and they will have to let her to fly.
What do the cards say?
I already shuffled them, so I'm not going to. Okay, there will be a lot of people who will put so much work to achieve the better future. Angel of Swords will protect them. And the excitement and everything that the people who are working on it, they will be able to achieve some kind of peace out of fire. So there will be some disarray, but eventually everyone would like to be proud what they are doing, and they will achieve the better outcome because we will be protected by the Angel of Swords. Angel of Swords is protector of us.
Does that have anything to do with the government shutdown taking place right now?
About North Korea, they are thinking about using this and hit in the nest, but I don't know if that will be the case, because the nest is still safe. Unless it will be the White House probably. But they are thinking that there is a disarray and people are not working as hard as they're supposed to. Even some of them have to work in the military for the protection, but it's always more iffy that time. So that will be something that the North Korea might use it. I don't think they will, because the nest was still safe, so I don't think they will use it any.
This goes on with the next question. On January 16th, Japan's public broadcaster issued a false alarm warning that North Korea appears to have launched a missile. The government urged people to take shelter.
What day you said, 16th?
Yeah, on January 16th.
So that's not about the fake...
No, we're talking about those fake alarms, yeah, in Japan. And
But that one was 13, I think.
Was it the 13th? It looked like it was the 16th. Or are you talking about the one in Hawaii?
Hawaii, yes.
Yeah, the one in Hawaii. Okay, so the government urged people to take shelter inside buildings and underground. This was days after Hawaii did the same thing.
Okay, yes.
The question is, were these false alarms the result of human error? Were they the result of human error, or were they on purpose?
They just want to nose. Nose is to smell, so they want to check how people will react and prepare people for something like that, so they act more convincingly. Because if you feel that you are in danger, then you are starting really using your brain how to survive. And I don't think that was by mistake. I think that they plan to do this to know if people are aware how to protect themselves.
Okay.
And there will be probably booming of buying underground, how you call
Bunkers?
it? Bunkers and so on. That was popular in the 60s.
So Moonstar 30 asks, will cannabis be legalized in the United States this year?
Oh, this year? Not everywhere. Some parts will have the light, and some parts will be in the darkness. So some part of USA will get more legalization, and some parts are still in the dark. It's like the light coming to the some parts and not to everywhere.
Do you see all of the United States ever being legal for weed?
Yeah, eventually it will be like mushroom growing everywhere, so it will spread.
Nita Parker writes, most people have a sense of shame when something they do or say causes negative consequences for others. Why does Donald Trump seem to have no shame?
Because he doesn't admit that he did something wrong. Whenever he admits as a child that he did something wrong, then he was punished. When he refused to admit, he never was punished. So to him, he is not thinking about admitting, and that's his philosophy. If I don't admit, then no one can blame me for something that I'm not believing that I did.
Okay. The shutdown of the U.S. federal government began at midnight Eastern Time on January 20th.
Yeah. Friday.
How will this government shutdown play out?
For Republican or for Democrats?
Well, how do you see it playing out? What do you see?
It will be going darker and darker, darker and darker. So right now it's a lot of energy about this. Eventually they will have to put a lid on it. They will have to figure out something. And in the previous reading I said about Daca, and I said that they will be playing with a mat to put this together. It was dirty job. It's a lot of messy stuff there. They will be trying to build up something like when you are making something out of dirt. I don't know why, but I saw those flowers in the dirt put together, and they want to make this into a pile. And I think it's not going to be what people want them to do, but they will do it whatever they want to. They can do. They can't really.
So there will be a lot of compromise.
Yeah, but eventually they will put them together. But it's not a pretty picture. Pelosi Nancy Pelosi called this doggy do with the cherry.
This is like giving you a bowl of doggy do, put a cherry on top and call it a chocolate sundae. This is nothing.
So it's not completely clear, not the best, but whatever they could put it together, the Democrats will try to put together, and maybe that's what they are putting together with the other propositions.
What propositions?
What they have about money for the army and so on.
Which side will win?
Baby. Suitor. How could you understand that one? Both sides will be going this way, that way. In the middle, there is a suitor for the baby.
A soother, yeah.
Yeah. How you can explain that? They call this Trump always a baby, so he might be the one who will put eventually, somehow they will give him peacemaker so he can solve the problems. You want me to pull the cards? It's not very clear. Okay, they will fulfill they will have to start all over. The new better negotiation, probably by the moon, the full moon, it will be done. The intuition and the good people with good intention will win, and everyone will be the winner fulfilling the dreams. So eventually the dreamers will be put together. Leaving what they know, starting something new. I hope that's not related to those Daca children. I think they will be pulled together as nobles, and they will be fulfilling the dreams.
The Infiltrator is a movie starring Bryan Cranston. Remember the guy from Breaking Bad?
Mm-hmm.
That's Bryan Cranston. It's based on a true story of U.S. customs agent who infiltrated the dirty banks and businessmen in the Medellin cartel, right? So that's what the movie's about, the Infiltrator. My question is, does Robert Mueller have somebody infiltrating the Trump organization or Deutsche Bank?
In the heart, he might have someone, but it's very weak, and the bird is singing, but the bird is far away. In Deutsche Bank, it's not in the interest of the Deutsche Bank to give up the information about Trump. I don't think. The last time I heard that there is triangle and there is a weaker point. But eventually he will have access to the heart, because it was heart and there is a little singing bird. So he will have some access, but someone will be more emotional, so will try to help him. It's not for the money, it will be more for the emotion, because heart is the symbol of niceness, and then heart is as well inside. So there will be some information, but very weak. It was very weak picture of the heart. He has to work really hard to get those informations. Good night, and please watch our videos. See you next time. Have a wonderful moon watching. Good night. Bye-bye.
If you would like to request a private Skype reading with Violetta, please email her at psychicvioletta@hotmail.com and discover what the future holds for you.